What if I told you that the biggest thing holding you back is yourself? And no, I'm not talking about bad habits or laziness. I mean your obsession with the past. Think about it. How often do you replay old mistakes, missed opportunities, or cringe-worthy moments in your head? Too often, right? But here's the thing. Looking back is like trying to drive forward while staring in the rearview mirror. You're bound to crash. So let's unpack why living in the past is a trap and how to finally let it go. Here's a quick reality check. Life doesn't come with a rewind button. Yet, so many of us act like we can just edit the past. Regret, nostalgia, and even the what-ifs are normal human feelings, but they have a sneaky way of consuming us. Remember, the past is like an old diary, useful for reflection but pointless to rewrite. And if you're chasing happiness back there, spoiler alert, you won't find it. Let's get scientific for a second. Studies show that ruminating on the past can lead to anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. In other words, you're not just reminiscing, you're sabotaging your present and future. So, why do we keep looking back? Simple. The past feels safe, even if it's painful. It's predictable. But clinging to it is like carrying a backpack full of rocks. It slows you down, and no one else feels the weight but you. Here's a story to illustrate this. Imagine you're hiking up a mountain, and halfway through, you stop to stare at the trail behind you. You're too focused on where you tripped or where the view used to be amazing. Meanwhile, everyone else is moving ahead, reaching the summit, and enjoying the view you haven't seen yet. Sounds frustrating, right? That's what living in the past does. It keeps you stuck on the same old trail. Let's tackle some common excuses for living in the past. I need closure. No, you don't. Closure isn't something you get. It's something you decide. I was happier then. Maybe, but would you trade all your growth just to relive a highlight reel? I made a mistake. Congratulations, you're human. Mistakes are lessons, not life sentences. Here's the truth. You don't need to forget the past. You need to stop living in it. Instead of replaying old failures or successes, learn from them and focus on what's next. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you spent a whole day just worrying about what other people think? Probably yesterday, right? Well, newsflash. No one's thinking about you that much. They're too busy worrying about their own past mistakes. And here's a funny thought. If time travel ever becomes a thing, you wouldn't go back to the bad times, would you? No one says, oh, let me relive that time I embarrassed myself at the office party. So why replay it in your mind now? Picture this. Your past is like an outdated phone. You wouldn't carry around a brick-sized Nokia when you have a sleek smartphone, right? So, why keep using old memories that don't serve you anymore? The past is a chapter, not the whole book. It's okay to glance back, but don't set up camp there. Success isn't about never failing. It's about having the courage to move forward despite failure. And as Winston Churchill famously said, success is not final, failure is not fatal, it's the courage to continue that counts. So here's your challenge. Take a step forward today, whether it's forgiving yourself for a mistake, starting something new, or simply being present. Leave the past where it belongs, behind you. If this message resonated with you, hit the like button, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that inspire and empower. See you in the next one.